Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt the weight of time? The lines, the gray hairs, the slow changes in your body? Do they make you wonder if life itself is slipping away? What if I told you that while your body grows older, your soul never ages? That the essence of who you truly are remains timeless, eternal, and untouched by the passage of years. Today, we explore the profound wisdom of Paramahansa Yogananda, who teaches that aging is a physical process, but the soul exists beyond all limits of time, forever vibrant, aware, and alive. Many people fear aging because they confuse the physical body with the soul. Society emphasizes youth, beauty, and external appearance, but Yogananda reminds us that these are temporary expressions. The soul is eternal and unchanging. It has no birth or death, no beginning or end, and it experiences life from a perspective far beyond what the senses perceive. Aging, therefore, is not a decline of your true self. It is simply the body fulfilling its natural cycle, while the soul continues to expand, grow, and awaken in wisdom. Consider the countless generations that have lived before you. Every individual has experienced aging, yet the soul remains constant, observing, learning, and evolving. Yogananda explained that the spirit does not succumb to time. It is the awareness within you that remains youthful, creative, and connected to the infinite. Even as the body weakens or changes, the soul maintains its clarity, intuition, and capacity for love. The key is to recognize that your identity is not your appearance, not your health, not even your mind. It is your eternal essence. The fear of aging often comes from attachment to physical or societal markers of value. We may feel diminished if our energy fades, if our looks change, or if others treat us differently. But Yogananda taught that these perceptions are illusions. The soul's worth is immeasurable and timeless. By turning inward, practicing meditation, and nurturing the spiritual self, one can experience the freedom of being ageless. The wisdom gained over decades, the love shared across years, and the depth of understanding are all signs of the soul's eternal youth, not the body's decline. In this video, we will uncover how your soul experiences life beyond age, how to maintain vitality in spirit despite bodily change, and why every stage of life is an opportunity for growth, awareness, and fulfillment. Yogananda's insights will guide you to embrace aging not with fear, but with reverence and gratitude, understanding that while the body transforms, the soul remains eternal, luminous, and boundless. To truly understand why the soul never grows old, we must first recognize the difference between the physical body and the spiritual self. The body is composed of matter, subject to change, decay, and impermanence. It ages, tires, and eventually returns to the elements. The mind, too, experiences cycles. Emotions rise and fall, memory fades, and thoughts fluctuate. Yet the soul is neither matter nor mind. It is pure consciousness, eternal, unbound, and unchanging. Yogananda emphasized that connecting with this eternal self allows individuals to experience life with a sense of timeless vitality, no matter the condition of the body. One of the greatest fears associated with aging is the sense of loss of youth, loss of energy, loss of opportunity, or loss of purpose. But Yogananda taught that these fears are rooted in identification with the physical self. When you recognize that the soul is your true identity, the concept of loss becomes irrelevant. Age does not diminish creativity, love, awareness, or spiritual capacity. In fact, many souls gain profound wisdom and freedom precisely because the body has aged, because experience has deepened insight, compassion has matured, and understanding has expanded. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to connect with the ageless soul. Yogananda stressed that through daily practice, you can quiet the fluctuations of the mind, disengage from attachment to bodily changes, and experience the eternal presence within. As you focus inward, the sense of time begins to dissolve. Past and future become irrelevant, and you dwell in the eternal now. In this state, aging is no longer a limitation. Instead, it becomes a reminder that the body is a vehicle, and the soul is the driver, ever aware, ever alive, ever free. Another key insight is the understanding that life unfolds in cycles, and each stage offers unique opportunities for spiritual growth. Childhood, youth, adulthood, and old age are not burdens. They are stages carefully chosen by the soul to cultivate specific qualities. In youth, energy, exploration, and learning dominate. In adulthood, responsibility, creation, and manifestation emerge. In later years, reflection, wisdom, and teaching flourish. Yogananda taught that the soul thrives at every stage, for it is not measured by years but by the depth of awareness and the capacity to connect with the divine. Aging also offers the profound opportunity to release attachment and ego. As physical strength declines and worldly priorities shift, the soul gains freedom to focus on what truly matters: love, consciousness, service, and spiritual connection. Yogananda emphasized that the inner journey is not delayed or diminished by age. On the contrary, maturity often deepens devotion, clarity, and inner peace. By recognizing that the soul is immortal, one can embrace the aging process not with fear, but with gratitude, understanding that every wrinkle, gray hair, or bodily limitation can serve as a gateway to deeper awareness. To live agelessly, Yogananda emphasized the importance of spiritual awareness as a daily practice. Just as we care for the body through nutrition and exercise, the soul requires nurturing through meditation, prayer, and mindful reflection. By turning inward and observing the eternal presence within, you begin to experience life from a perspective that transcends time. In this awareness, age becomes irrelevant, for the soul remains vibrant, energetic, and fully alive, regardless of the physical body. One of Yogananda's central teachings is that joy is the true indicator of eternal youth. External circumstances, physical limitations, or societal expectations may change, but the soul experiences perpetual vitality through connection with the divine and with one's inner essence. Laughter, love, gratitude, and creativity are not bound by age. They emerge from the recognition of your eternal self. When your consciousness aligns with this understanding, you discover that you have always been and always will be ageless. Consider the concept of timeless consciousness. While the body is bound by the cycles of birth, growth, and decay, consciousness is infinite. Yogananda explained that the soul's awareness stretches across lifetimes beyond physical forms and beyond the constraints of time. In meditation, you can access this state of consciousness, feeling your essence as it always was, unchanging, radiant, and free. By practicing this perspective daily, you begin to live from your soul rather than from the limitations of the body or mind. Aging is also a teacher of detachment and acceptance. The body naturally changes, energy fluctuates, and priorities shift. Yogananda taught that by observing these changes without attachment or fear, we cultivate inner freedom. Accepting the impermanence of the body while honoring the eternity of the soul allows us to experience life fully at every stage. Aging becomes a reminder to focus on what is eternal rather than becoming trapped in what is temporary. In addition, Yogananda emphasized that service, love, and spiritual contribution keep the soul young. When you focus on elevating others, offering compassion, or sharing wisdom, your inner spirit remains vibrant. Age does not diminish your capacity to make a difference. In fact, experience often enhances your ability to act with wisdom and clarity. The soul's vitality is nourished through conscious action, love, and alignment with divine purpose. Finally, Yogananda encouraged cultivating mind-body harmony to support both physical well-being and spiritual awareness. Practices such as gentle exercise, breath control, proper nutrition, and meditation strengthen the body while deepening soul connection. These practices create a seamless relationship between physical vitality and spiritual agelessness, showing that while the body may age, the essence of life remains eternal and unchanging. One of the most powerful teachings Yogananda offered regarding aging is that fear of growing old is rooted in attachment to the body and external identity. Society often portrays aging as decline, limitation, or loss, but the soul is untouched by these perceptions. By recognizing that your eternal self is beyond the physical body, you can approach aging with curiosity, gratitude, and reverence rather than anxiety. Aging becomes a journey of discovery rather than a decline, a way to deepen your awareness and strengthen your connection with the divine. Yogananda emphasized mindfulness as a key tool for transcending the fear of aging. By remaining present in every moment, observing life without clinging to youth or regretting past vitality, you anchor yourself in the timeless consciousness of the soul. Meditation, reflection, and focused attention allow you to experience life as it truly is, eternal, infinite, and filled with opportunity for growth and joy at any stage. The body may change, but your essence remains vibrant and full of life. Another crucial practice is reframing aging as spiritual enrichment. Every year of life offers lessons in patience, resilience, wisdom, and compassion. Yogananda taught that as the body matures, the soul gains clarity, insight, and the ability to contribute meaningfully to others. Each wrinkle or gray hair is not a sign of loss, but a symbol of experience, learning, and the unfolding of consciousness. When viewed through this lens, aging becomes a spiritual blessing rather than a burden. Maintaining energy and vitality through conscious living is also essential. Yogananda encouraged practices that harmonize mind, body, and spirit: gentle exercise, breathwork, meditation, and proper diet. These practices support the body while allowing the soul to express its eternal nature. By taking care of your physical vessel, you enhance the clarity of consciousness, making it easier to experience the timeless vibrancy of your inner self. The body is a partner in the spiritual journey, not an obstacle, and when treated with respect, it can carry the soul gracefully through decades. Yogananda also emphasized the importance of joy, creativity, and spiritual service. Engaging in acts of love, teaching, creating, and serving others keeps the soul youthful and vibrant. Age is irrelevant when the heart is alive with purpose and the mind is focused on higher awareness. The soul thrives in connection, in giving, and in experiencing the divine in every moment. By prioritizing these practices, you cultivate a sense of eternal youthfulness that transcends the limitations of the physical world. In this stage of the journey, it is essential to embrace both change and continuity. The body changes, roles evolve, and circumstances shift, but the soul remains constant. Yogananda taught that accepting these truths allows you to navigate life with peace and clarity. Aging is no longer something to fear, but a reminder that life is a continuous journey of growth, learning, and expansion. As we reach the final stage of this journey, it is essential to embrace the profound truth that your soul is timeless, eternal, and unaffected by the body's changes. Yogananda taught that the essence of who you truly are exists beyond the limitations of time, aging, and physical form. Understanding this is the key to experiencing life with freedom, vitality, and joy, no matter the stage of your journey. To live as an ageless soul, start by internalizing the awareness of your eternal self. Reflect daily, I am not my body. I am not my age. I am the eternal soul experiencing life through a physical form. By reinforcing this truth, the fear of aging naturally dissolves. You begin to observe life from a higher perspective, recognizing that the body is a temporary instrument, while the soul remains radiant, vibrant, and alive. Yogananda emphasized that meditation is the ultimate tool for experiencing agelessness. By turning inward, quieting the mind, and connecting with the eternal self, you transcend the physical world's limitations. In meditation, you feel the limitless energy of your soul, the freedom from time, and the unchanging awareness that has always existed and always will. Regular meditation cultivates inner peace, vitality, and a sense of timeless joy, regardless of age or circumstance. Another essential aspect is embracing each stage of life as a gift. Youth, adulthood, and old age each provide unique opportunities for spiritual growth and fulfillment. While youth brings energy and exploration, maturity offers wisdom and insight, and later years provide reflection, teaching, and spiritual depth. Yogananda taught that the soul flourishes at every stage, provided we maintain awareness and connection with our eternal essence. Aging is not a limitation. It is a sacred opportunity to deepen understanding and expand consciousness. Cultivating joy, gratitude, and creative expression is equally important. Engaging in activities that uplift the spirit, sharing love, creating art, or contributing to others' well-being nourishes the soul and reinforces the sense of timeless vitality. Yogananda emphasized that the soul remains eternally youthful when the heart is alive with purpose, compassion, and spiritual awareness. Age cannot touch what is eternal. Finally, Yogananda's teachings remind us that life is an ongoing journey of soul evolution. Physical aging is simply a natural rhythm of existence, but the soul remains constant, vibrant, and aware. By embracing meditation, conscious living, gratitude, service, and love, you align with your eternal nature and experience life as the timeless being you truly are. Every challenge, every moment, every stage of life becomes an opportunity to connect with your soul's infinite vitality. Remember, aging affects the body, but the soul never grows old. It is always alive, radiant, and full of wisdom. By living consciously, cultivating awareness, and nurturing the eternal self, you can experience every year with joy, peace, and profound spiritual fulfillment. Yogananda's wisdom teaches us that while bodies change, the soul remains forever young, a source of eternal light, energy, and boundless possibility. Embrace this truth, live as your eternal self, and let your soul shine unbounded by time. Through this understanding, aging transforms from a source of fear into a gateway to freedom, wisdom, and timeless joy.